Hey guys, so I'm really mad at myself again. And you know why I'm mad at myself? It's because I told you guys that I would be back into Keiko, Book Talk with Keiko. I haven't been on Book Talk with Keiko for like a week. I'm so sorry. So today, we're going to get our tea because this is tea. See? I can't really show you guys, but it's tea. And we're also going to get our Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. We haven't read this in a while, and I really want to finish this book off so we can continue some more series. And look out for the slave book soon, Flight to Freedom. Look out for us reading that soon, but first we're going to finish this. So, I forget what chapter we're on, but it's called An Awesome Video. Most of the time, filmmakers strive to do their best work, but every once in a while, they get to have a little fun and lower their standards. In the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, there's a video shown in the classroom called It's Awesome to Be Me. It's one of those outdated videos that they show in school year after year. The filmmakers had a lot of fun shooting a very corny, unpolished video that looked like it was made 30 years ago. The actors in the video had to wear hairstyles and clothes from 1980s. In the video, a teen learns that if he just acts cool, people will like him. So he breakdances in the library, impressing everyone and winning new friends. The whole scene was filmed with a video camera to make it look like it was created a long time ago. So here are the pictures. Alright, next chapter. Double take. Since Diary of a Wimpy Kid doesn't have a lot of over-the-top action scenes, you might not think that special effects play much of a role in the movie, but they're actually used a lot. A special effect is any kind of visual trick a filmmaker uses to create an illusion. One of the most common special effects is replacing an actor with a stunt double. When you're filming something that might be dangerous, you usually replace the actor with an experienced stunt double who knows how to perform a scene without getting hurt. For the stunt double to be convincing, they have to be more or less the same size as the actor they're replacing. Here we go. Look at the picture real quick. Sorry, I'm a little sick, so that's why I'm getting tea and everything. Okay. Usually, when a stunt double is used, they're filmed from far away so the audience can't tell. In the scene where Patty Farrell tackles Greg at the end of the school play, 2 stunt doubles were used. One for Patty and one for Greg. Sometimes, in scenes where the actors are filmed close up, you can't get away without using a stunt double. And the actors have to do their own stunts. For the wrestling scene between Fregley and Greg, the actors were trained by a professional. There's the picture again. Some stunts are complicated and take a lot of planning. One scene that took some serious work was where Raleigh gets knocked off his big wheel by Greg's football. In the movie, Greg throws a football at Raleigh as he's speeding down the hill. But when the scene was filmed, Zach didn't throw anything. He just pretended to. The football was added later as a visual effect. That's awesome, guys. When the football connects with the big wheel, Raleigh goes flying. During the film, Robert was replaced by an adult stunt double. The front wheel of the bike was connected to a cable, which was attached to a stationary object. When the cable went taut, the stunt double went flying. The stuntman was wearing padding underneath his clothes, and because he was a trained professional, he knew how to land without getting hurt. That's pretty awesome, guys. You might have noticed that the giant blue backdrop behind the stunt double. The background is called a blue screen, and it's another tool filmmakers use to twist reality. Here's how it works. An actor is filmed performing in front of a giant blue sheet or traveling matto. Another short is called a background plate, and it's created separately. Oh, sorry. Those are the 2 different screens. Then the two shots come together in a composite. The blue color is removed and the background plate can be seen underneath. The technique is used whenever it's not practical to film the actors in an exact location or during a certain time of year. Since The Diary of a Wimpy Kid was filmed in the summer and early fall, filmmakers had to create their own winter scenes. This image of Heffley's house was created with a mixture of real photo and some computer artistry. I can't even say it. A blue screen was also used to film one of Greg's fantasies. Oh wait, I didn't show you guys the picture, sorry. There you go. Blue screen was also used to film one of Greg's fantasies. When he imagined himself as a wealthy adult, it was easier to film the actors in front of a blue screen than to fly them out and shoot the scene in front of a real mansion. That's pretty awesome though, how far we've come into technology today. I could do a whole rant about that. I might do that for you guys if I miss a video. Sometimes a blue screen is used to recreate something that's already been filmed. There's a scene in the movie where Cherridge tells Greg and Rally the story behind the cheese. A few weeks later, the original scene was shot. The director decided he wanted to get another few takes, but the school and the extras from the original scene weren't available anymore. So the director used a blue screen and shot the actors in the foreground, then combined the new foreground image with the old background image. And if it wasn't pointed out, you never notice. So what it's saying, guys, is that these people back here weren't actually there at the time when they were filming this. So, you can actually kind of see that. So this part right here, if you cut out this is the foreground, and then this is the background, right? So these people were implemented in it with special effects, and it's really cool because they weren't available anymore. So they were put in there by visual effects. I think that's really awesome. Really awesome. Hold on, I keep taking steps, I'm sorry. Sometimes filming against a fake background isn't enough to convince the audience that a scene is real. If you have a snow scene, you've got to have the snow in the foreground too. So the filmmakers had to make it snow in September. Here's how they did it. First, they laid a thick white sheet of plastic down on the ground to cover the green grass. Then they used the snow hopper and the giant house to blow the fake snow onto the ground and into the trees and bushes. The fake snow was made of paper. It looks almost exactly like real snow. You could even make snow angels if you wanted. The only downside to fake snow is that it had to be cleaned up afterward. You can't just roll into someone's neighborhood and leave a couple 100 pounds of white paper behind. In order to make it look like the boys had spent the day out in the snow, blush was put on their ears, nose, and cheeks. There you go. Pictures. So I can't believe that's sheets of paper. That's crazy, guys. Just like look at the image for a second. It's insane. So much goes into movies and stuff. I could learn a thing or two from them. We're gonna stop after this chapter. Yeah, we're gonna stop after this chapter. Snow wasn't the only kind of weather that had to be created for the movie. One of the scenes called for a downpour, and you can't fake rain with chopped up paper. You might remember a scene from the book where Greg chases some kindergartners with a worm on a stick. Well, the writers decided that Greg had to do something worse in the movie than chase kids with a worm. So they created a scene where Greg is walking the kindergartners home and he thinks he sees the teenagers who chased him and Rally on Halloween night. So Greg hides the kindergartners and himself in a dugout hole on a construction site. And all this happens during a rainstorm. All the cameras and equipment had to be protected from the downpour with plastic. The kids had to be protected too. Each one wore a wet suit. Oh wait, I skipped how they set this up. The filmmakers set up a giant crane and used a fire hose to create rain on a sunny day. Wow, that's awesome. Fire hose they used. Okay. Each one wore a wetsuit under their clothes so they didn't get too cold. Wow. So the protection they used in the movie was actually protection from them, not just for the movies. The weather isn't the only thing the filmmakers can fake. They can even manipulate the time of day. Shooting outdoors can be a challenge because as the sun goes down, the light changes. But the lighting department has all sorts of filters, bulbs, and reflectors to make it look like a bright sunny afternoon, even if it's not. In fact, just about any type of lighting condition can be simulated by the filmmakers. Sometimes the time of day needs to be tweaked even more drastically. When it does, the filmmakers can change night to day or day to night. One nighttime Halloween scene needed to be shot in the middle of afternoon. So the crew covered the entire front house with black cloth, which is called tenting. When you see the scene in the movie, you swear it was filmed at night. Another scene was filmed at night, but it had to look like it was shot in the day. So the lighting crew shone giant lights through the windows to make it look like late afternoon. That's crazy. Wow. That's awesome. That's really cool. Alright, taking over. Most of Diary of a Wimpy Kid was filmed on location in real schools, stores, and neighborhoods in Vancouver area. This helped give the movie a realistic feel that might have been missing if it was all filmed on a Hollywood set. So what happens when a film crew wants to make a movie in a real neighborhood? The filmmakers strike a deal with residents that allow the movie crew to shoot in the neighborhood for a certain amount of time and under certain conditions. Most people are excited to have their neighborhood included in the movie, so it usually works out pretty smoothly. And this was called Taking Over, but I read too much. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Links in the description down below to all of the rest of my channels, and I'll be out with another video for you guys tomorrow. Bye.